My name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law. Please subscribe to our channel. A lot of times people ask us questions like that are designed to be sort of preventative questions, like what's the one thing I should not forget when I'm negotiating my divorce? Well, it's always a difficult question to answer, but I would certainly say this. One of the biggest things you've got to remember when you're doing your divorce negotiations is your case, while it will end legally once the court stamps that judgment of divorce, there's a very considerable aspect to your post-divorce life. And you're going to have to live with your ex in the post-divorce relationship, particularly if there are children. So if you're going to have that, or if there's property that yet has to be sold and divided and other things, you've got to remember that if you think that you're going to clobber the other person, get this or get that, you have to remember that how you handle things during the divorce is very much going to affect the post-divorce relationship. It could be in some divorces that never matters. The parties go their own separate ways, never see each other again. But if you're in a situation where there will be entanglements, where there will be issues with property or children or something like that, you're going to have to live with that person until those children become 18 years old. If you conduct yourself during the divorce negotiations in a way that marginalizes that person or alienates the situation, if you exacerbate the situation and sort of spoil it for the future, you're going to have problems later on down the road. We have so many divorces where it's over, the judge has entered the judgment, and then 2 weeks later the parties are back in court fighting over this, that, and the other thing. And all of that can be traced to the way they conducted themselves during the divorce. You have to always conduct yourself with decency, with wholesomeness, and you've got to realize that you can win a battle and still lose the war. If you're going to get something from your ex, but then he's going to make you miserable over the next 5 years post-divorce, you really ought to rethink the value of what you're getting, and is it something you really need? I think one of the main things that people forget in the divorce is that once it's over, it's really not over. They still got to deal with that person. And, trying to, clobber that person in court, trying to, besmirch their name, to try to, handle yourself in an undignified way just to insult them, that person's going to hate you for the rest of their life, and it's going to be reflected in what goes on after the fact. And when you need cooperation from them, you can well expect not to get it unless you conduct yourself with a certain wholesomeness and dignity in the proceedings. That is something that people tend to forget in divorce negotiations. Very important to underscore it. If you have any questions about that, of course, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.